Hey guys, it's Alan, the Fireman 1028, and I'm here on an early Thursday morning. Got the truck, got the trailer hooked up here. We're headed down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from Charlotte, North Carolina, and today is New Bike Day. And I don't just mean New Bike Day, not new to me, but new Bike Day. It's a bike I've been thinking about for a while, something I think is really gonna fit in well with the channel, so we'll see.
Perfect.
Alright guys, so here it is. Here's our new bike that we're adding to our fleet. Our new long-term bike that I'm purchasing myself with my own money, no discount or anything. Say hello to one of the first 2026 CF Moto Ibex 450s in the US. So placed an order on this thing back in, gosh, it's been probably 6 months ago, to get one of the first 26s that come in. Now I don't know if there's any appreciable difference between a 25 and a 26, but we were that far into the model year, I said, you know what, I want the 26, so I'll hold off and wait. So again, I'm really excited to get a hold of this bike and to kind of see what it'll do. So we're gonna hop on it, we're gonna take a quick test ride, and then we're gonna head back home. All right guys, let's throw our gloves on, and we're gonna take a real quick first ride on this actually really pretty 2026. Oh, it sounds good. 2026 CF Moto Ibex 450 or 450 Ibex. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how you say it. Guys, I'm telling you, I am really impressed with the quality of this bike. So I bought this, and that throttle is a little jerky. So I bought this from Big Toy Superstore. Okay, I'm not going this way. Big Toy Superstore in Little River, just outside of Myrtle Beach. And you know, I'd actually heard from numerous people that, hey, look, if you're going to buy one, this is the folks to go talk to. They have the absolute best prices on it. And sure enough, I called them, and you know, it ended up being like $7,100 out the door. Now I ended up, I went ahead and pre-ordered the rally seat, the rally tall seat, and the upper crash guards, because I wanted to go ahead and have those. And yeah, front brake seemed a little. Let's pull out here. Now again, we're going to kind of take it easy since this is literally a brand new bike. The first thing I was blown away by was the weight. This bike is so lightweight. You know, compared to a Transalp or to a Tenere or something like that. I was really impressed with how lightweight it was. And you know, the engine actually feels very peppy. So you know, I got a lot of plans for this bike, and you know, right now the direct competition for this bike is going to be our 2022 KTM 390 Adventure. Because again, you know, it's that small, small size adventure bike. Brakes feel a little wooden, but the engine feels nice and smooth. The brakes feel very wooden, as a matter of fact. Let's turn up here. Nope, let's go straight. Yeah, I mean, I'm just blown away that those brakes suck. Maybe it's just new pads. You know, it's new brakes, new everything, so they need some time to bed in. But like I said, I've been really impressed by these bikes and the quality that CF Moto is putting out, particularly on this item right here. And this 450, this small parallel twin engine has really kind of intrigued me for a while now. Let's turn here. Has really intrigued me for a while now, and I've been looking to get a hold of one of these. And there's really, honestly, because the bike's been out for over a year now, and usually after, gosh, the engine's really smooth. After about a year, usually there's a kind of a flood on the used market of new examples, almost new bikes, and people buy it and just out of excitement and don't really want it, so they sell them. But really, I haven't seen very many of these coming up on the used market. I think they're going to need some better brake pads. Those brakes suck. But the engine, like I said, I've been really intrigued by the package, this engine, and really this whole bike. And so far, at least my initial impressions, there's not one thing that stands out, but I mean, it's a combination. It's the whole package. It's the price. It's the parallel twin, the 270 degree crank parallel twin. It's the 21-inch wheels with the tubeless tires. It's the whole package that when you put the whole thing together, it's like, this is a damn good. It's a damn good buy. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole thing. Well, actually, you know what? I will. Down the road, I'll get into the whole thing about it being made in China and the issues I have but I have an iPhone in my pocket that was made in China. I'm filming this on a DJI camera that was made in China. I'm wearing a Climb jacket that was either made in India or China. So I mean, it's one of those where once you accept the fact that, hey, we live in a global economy, and that's just kind of the nature of things. And honestly, our economy is developed past where we're not making stuff like this for the most part. And I'll have my own opinions, and I'm not going to shy away from that, just simply because there's no reason to, and people are going to comment anyway, so might as well just address it. But this is just my initial thoughts. First couple miles on the bike. I'm really impressed with how lightweight the bike feels. It's 430 pounds, but it really doesn't feel like 430 pounds. Actually, we just sold our Versys X300, and honestly, the Versys is probably the closest thing to this bike that I can think of. It feels so incredibly similar. Now, this feels a lot more substantial than that bike. But as far as, you're looking at the specs and everything, it's pretty daggone close. So, I don't know, who knows? That might be a teaser for something in the future. And actually today, this is August 24th to 25, and Kawasaki supposedly unveiling the KLE 500 today. I hadn't seen any news or anything, so that might be one of those where that might be a direct competitor to this bike. I really didn't even consider the 390 Adventure R because, I already own a 390 Enduro R, and I own it, but I don't currently possess it because it's been at the dealership for over going on 2 months now. So I thought those were too similar. So that's why the Ibex, I really kind of honed in on the Ibex pretty quick. And like I said, I put a deposit down a couple months ago, 6 months ago, whatever it was. And who knows, I might end up putting a deposit down on the KLE 500 too, just to be one of the first ones to get it, and have that kind of that exclusive nature to it to be able to review it. I'll tell you, this one parallel twin feels really good. Above 5,000, it really pulls. And I know break-in says don't go above 4,000 RPM, whatever. I'm gonna break this thing in I'm gonna break it in like I ride it. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I don't dog my engines, but also don't lug them around. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one. We're gonna pull back up at the store. We're gonna take another quick look at this thing, and then we are going to load it up on the trailer, and we're gonna head home. And maybe we're going to get a ride in this weekend and go take it off-road and kind of see what kind of chops she's got off-road. So, see you in a bit. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up our literal first ride on this 2026 CF Moto Ibex 450. Again, I bought this bike with my own personal money, and I bought this to ride, but to make content with and to share it with you guys. And again, this is one of the first 2026s in the country, to my knowledge at least. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. But like I said, I got tons of ideas already planned. I've already talked to a couple of our different companies that we work with on different products for this. I'm already planning other bikes to compete against this. So we're going to make an absolute ton of content with this bike. So please subscribe to the channel if you want to see that moving forward. Leave a comment, positive or negative, I guess. I don't care. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm filming this on a camera made in China, and I got a iPhone in my pocket made in China too. So whatever. If you get rid of everything made in China, you're not going to have anything. And the microphone that I'm using right here. So again, like I said, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see the content coming up that we're going to make with this bike and how we're just going to kind of compete against everything. We're going to do a lot of stuff with this bike. We're going to take this thing off-road. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff with this bike. So again, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Roll Tide. God bless. And remember, tomorrow needs you. Thanks, guys.